Good morning. We are extremely pleased that you're here. It is good to come together for the purpose of co-creating. Do you agree? Yes. You're knowing what you are wanting? Yeah? You like desire? Yeah. Desire is what continues to call life forward, isn't it? Desire is produced from variety, yes? You sort of have to know what you don't want to know what you do want. So that variety, that contrast, is a good thing because it produces desire, yes? So you like desire? Yes. Even if what you are asking for has not come to manifestation, you still feel good about your desire. These are leading questions. Because when you are a person who has found a new desire and it still feels fresh and exciting to you because you haven't trampled it to death with doubt. In other words, you desire it. You feel like you did when you were a kid, when there was something that you wanted and you didn't feel defeated about it. You didn't feel uncertain about it. You didn't feel beaten down by it. Those are the way we want all of your desires to feel. And that's the way they can all feel. It's really the way they should feel to you, because when you want something, you have control over the other thoughts that you think around it. When you think, I would like this improvement in my life, whether it's a material object or more monetary experience or an improved relationship or a new relationship altogether, when you're asking for anything, as you're asking for it, I would like to have that. And then the thoughts that you also think around it also feel good to you. Thoughts such as, well, in perfect timing, this is coming, or I'm getting ready for that, and that is getting ready for me. Then thoughts about your desire like that feel good, and they hold you in a place of easy opening. They hold you in a place where your desires will flow easily to you. The circumstances and events will culminate in such ways that you will feel the steady unfolding of your desire. And a desire like that feels good, even before it is manifested. But if you have a desire, I would like that, but it isn't coming, and I've wanted that for a long time and it hasn't come for a long time, then those contrary thoughts to your desire don't feel good to you. And the reason they don't feel good to you is because you are focusing into existence contradictory vibration within yourself. So you're splitting your own energy. I want it, but I don't have it. I want it, but I don't have it. I want it, but I don't have it. And it doesn't take long before you don't even want to want it, because wanting it doesn't feel good to you. And when someone reminds you that you want this thing that you haven't figured out how to bring into your experience, it's annoying. And it's even more annoying when somebody else gets that thing you want. It makes you begin to believe in shortage when there isn't any. There's just personal deprivation of desire. That's all that exists. But if you are personally depriving yourself of things you want because you're thinking more thoughts about their absence than you are about their presence, and then there are other people in your view that aren't doing that, so they're allowing what they want into their experience, we can get how that would be annoying to you. But we want you to feel the empowerment, because you have the power to focus yourself into personal alignment. And that's what deliberate creation is. No one can deprive you of anything. First of all, you get to select what you want by the variety that surrounds you. You're doing it all day, every day. You're making selections of things that you prefer. But most people, in nearly the moment that they make a new selection of something that they want, contradict it with their awareness that it doesn't yet exist as a manifested object in their experience. So, I want this thing that I do not have. I want this thing that I do not have. That's introducing contradictory energy into your equation. I want it, but I would like to have that. I would like to have that, but I don't have that. I would like to have that, but I don't have that. So you hold yourself in a powerless situation. It's like a tug of war with two equally powerful people on each end of the rope, pulling, and no one's getting anywhere. And so what you want to do is let go of the end of the rope that doesn't feel good when you tug on it. You want to let go of that end of the rope, the naysayer end, the pessimistic end, the facing reality as it is end. Now we know they've trained you to be objective and to face reality because you don't want to be delusional, they say to you. And we say, yeah, you do. Because if you can believe in something that hasn't yet manifested, that might make you delusional by the standards of those people that are wanting you to be very reality-based. But if you can be a little delusional about those things, which means if you can be more hopeful, if you can be more optimistic, if you can be more futuristic, we use that word carefully, futuristic about what's manifested, but right now in the powerful now, using this powerful moment in time where the vibrational experience is happening within you. If you can focus in a way that feels good to you rather than bad to you, then that means you've let go of the resistant thought. And if you let go of the resistant thought about anything you want, what you want starts moving towards you. There is a momentum in it, you see. You know about momentum, don't you? Momentum is such an easy thing to understand. Once you get it going, it's easier to keep it going. A little hard to get it going in the beginning. We know you understand about momentum. It's in your experience all day, every day. Every time Esther puts her heavier than it should be suitcase in the back of her Tahoe, she says, okay, I'm going to use momentum. I'm going to use momentum to get this big heavy thing up there. And momentum carries it. She gives it some, and it takes care of the rest. Because an object that is in motion wants to stay in motion. And a vibration that is in motion wants to stay in motion. It's what momentum is. So when you start practicing a vibrational frequency, it's sort of like exercising a muscle, isn't it? When you start practicing a vibrational frequency, it's easier to keep it going. And that's really what deliberate creating is. So you are vibrational beings and mostly don't know it, which makes the beginning of a conversation with someone like us annoying, because if you are physically based, and you certainly are, we see your clumps on those chairs, and as you are physically based and as you are therefore action based, we understand why the early discussions about vibration feel odd to you. But you can get up to speed with them quickly. And when you do, everything in your world will become easier, because you are a vibrational being living in a vibrational universe, and you are thinking thoughts which are vibrational, which equal the basis of the reality of your world that you are creating. You create your own reality, and you do it with your thoughts. So if you are like so many humans, where the majority of your thoughts are offered in response to what you are observing, and you're just letting whatever shows up in front of you be the reason that you're looking at it, then you're probably having a sort of contrasting experience where you're observing wanted and unwanted with no sense of control. We want you to leave this gathering today with a sense of control, because you are the focuser of your own experience. You can focus yourself into the reality that you want. And so what we want you to begin understanding is that there is a momentum in thought, and often you continue the momentum in the thought without meaning to, because the momentum in the thought, sometimes you say, it feels to me like my thoughts are thinking me. And we say, that's momentum. And momentum is caused by the powerful law of attraction, which says that which is likened to itself is drawn. So when you focus upon something for as little as 17 seconds, when you cross that 17-second mark, momentum ensues. And by the time you do that again, another 17 seconds, and again, another 17 seconds, and again, another 17 seconds, and you cross that 68-second mark, you have significant enough momentum going that there are going to be some evidences that present themselves to you. So you can imagine how expectations can get going. once in your physical body, you are chronically on that high-flying disc, and then enjoying the contrast that comes. Then you begin to understand that that's how Source has always been. Enjoying the contrast that leads to the expansion, because there's no risk of slipping from that stable place of knowing that all is well. So that certainly is where Jerry now is. He's in that place. And the reason that step 4 is coming forth in such a powerful way, because he, like always, is still asking questions. We never stop wanting to know. If you are under the misimpression that once you reemerge into non-physical, you stand only in the answer category, oh, we love telling you this. That's not accurate. We're not in the only answer category. We're just in the never fall off the disc in the question category. That's step 4. And you don't have to croak to do that. You can be so joyful that you can ask a question from your joyful place without it threatening you. You can be so solidly in the place of well-being that you could discuss anything and it not take you to a place of disconnection. That's where Jerry is. That's where Source is. And you don't have to make your transition in order to be there too. Jerry said to Esther hundreds of times, maybe thousands of times, I really enjoy what Abraham teaches, and I really like the practical application of it. But I still don't understand the non-physical part of it. And Esther would say to him, but see, that's my work. It's my job to try to describe that non-physical part of it. And Jerry would always say, I really think we have to be there in order to really get it. So he now bees there, and he really gets it. And is expressing what he has gotten in ways that Esther can hear it more clearly so that you can now get it, you see. But Jerry's not the first to make his transition. He's not the only one that is focused through you from this non-physical vantage point. This is the thing that we want all of you to understand. You have so much non-physical awareness and consciousness and interest that is focused to you and through you that there's never a reason for any of you to feel alone or lost or unsure. You just got to tune yourself to that frequency. There's a whole lot of us who want to be in on what you're in on. Not because we know the answer and want to guide you, but because we know the stability that will lead you to the answer that you're looking for. So we're shining the light real bright while you find the answer to the questions that we are all asking. Whew. That's why we are eternal. Can't get it wrong and never get it done. And we are not so different, those who are non-physical and those who are physical. Biggest difference is that humans hang around far too long in step 1 and don't care enough about how you feel. Non-physical, like step 1, from the solid place of step 3, and cares infinitely how we feel. We have enjoyed this interaction. You are a wonderful group of consciousnesses. It's exhilarating to us to play with you, and it has been satisfying to us to feel your frequencies moving into alignment with who you really are steadily as a result of the conversations that we've had. It's our powerful desire that you not work hard at this, and that you just take as much of the simplicity from this conversation as you can today, and just practice a few things that have occurred to you that would be easy for you to practice, so that you can demonstrate to yourself the accuracy, the vibrational accuracy of these words. Words don't teach. It's only life experience that teaches. But we've been together for enough hours, and you've contemplated this deliberate creation from enough different angles that it is our absolute promise to you that by making a decision when you put yourself in your bed tonight to wake up intending to reach for something that feels good, and then lie in your bed long enough that you find something that feels good, and don't ask the momentum of it to be so strong that it makes you yodel down the canyon. Just ask for it to be soft and in alignment, and trust that law of attraction will make it more day after day after day after day after.